this morning, the Federal Bureau of Investigation has launched a probe into Southern Kentucky Police Department. And we take a look at how the winter weather has impacted some food banks in eastern Kentucky.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm Neely Green here with you on this Thursday, February 5th. The time is now 5:34, and let's check in with meteorologist Megan Dusnell for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, one of my favorite parts about working on mornings is I actually get to see the sunrise, and they're always so pretty.
Yeah, I definitely love to see a good sunrise. The only thing about this shift, though, is that I never see a sunset, but I definitely take seeing sunrises over sunset, so that is a good addition to this morning routine. However, you do have to deal with the colder temperatures, unfortunately, and we're talking single digits for some. It's 9 degrees right now in Moorhead, 10 in Louisa, 16 in Logan and Stanton. A little bit warmer for our southern counties, but even then, still very cold. 27 in Jonesville, 26 in Middlesboro. By the time we head into the afternoon, we'll be looking at a mixture of the 20s and 30s, mostly those 30s, though. Still not great, as we should be in the mid-40s, but we're going to slowly see improvements as we head into your next week. That's what I'm keeping my head looking forward to, at least. And we are going to be seeing a lot of clouds today, so get ready for mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies. And in terms of that sunrise, Neely, you're looking at about 7:33. That's when you can see that this morning.
Sounds good, Megan. Thank you. The FBI is actively investigating the London Police Department. That's according to Laurel County Sheriff John Root. Samantha Valentino spent all day in London working to gather information about this case. She explains what she's learned.
The FBI is investigating the London Police Department because a complaint has been filed with them.
Former London mayor and current mayoral candidate Tracy Hanley says the investigation was revealed in a special called meeting of the London Laurel County Communications Center Board Tuesday night.
What goes through your mind when you hear that the FBI is actively investigating the city's police department?
A sigh of relief. It's sad to say, but this is not the London that I grew up in.
The only item on the meeting's agenda was CJIS management control. The FBI's Criminal Justice Information Services Division, or CJIS, manages and operates several national crime information systems. Hanley says the investigation is tied to the London Police Department's use of the NCIC, or the National Crime Information Center. The NCIC is one of the systems under the CJIS. It's a criminal records database.
We don't know what the complaint said or who made it, but we know that it held the gravitas to make the FBI step up and contact the state police and explain that they believe there's been a misuse of the NCIC information, and that control of that information needed to be transferred immediately.
It was transferred to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff John Root confirmed to me that his office now has control over the city and county's usage of the NCIC. He also tells me there is, in fact, an ongoing FBI investigation into the London Police Department. During a city council meeting Monday night, acting London Police Chief Gary Mailer was asked about CJIS management control being on the agenda for Tuesday's Communications Center Board meeting.
It's information security, criminal justice information security, and they are looking into a few things. There may or may not have been a procedural error, and we're working to figure that out.
So there may be an error.
Possibly.
Mayor Randall Weddle was asked if he knew anything about the situation.
I don't know nothing about that meeting tomorrow night.
Okay.
Just heard it probably a few hours ago.
Hanley says from what she learned in the meeting, London police can still access the NCIC, but all of their requests for information must now go through the sheriff's office.
I wish I'd heard more, but I understand, when it's an ongoing investigation, the FBI is not going to release details. So we're just awaiting the conclusion of the investigation and see what comes out.
We asked the FBI about the investigation. They said as a matter of long-standing policy, they can neither confirm nor deny the existence of any specific investigation. In Laurel County, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
We have also made multiple attempts to reach out to Kentucky State Police, London Police, and Mayor Randall Weddle about this case, and we have not yet received official responses from them. One woman is dead after a house fire in Floyd County. The coroner was called to a home on Right Fork of Home Branch in Endicott. Community yesterday, that's where 86-year-old Pearl Johnson was pronounced dead. In a post on Facebook from the Allen Volunteer Fire Department, it said Johnson's family was in their thoughts and prayers. This is one of several deadly fires in eastern Kentucky in recent weeks. One man is facing charges after police responded to a shooting in West Virginia. Police say they went to a home on 1008 Sykes Boulevard last night. When they got there, they discovered a man had been shot in his back. The man, whose name was not released, was taken to a medical facility. Police noticed Ronnie Wayne Phillips had left the scene but later found him on Tacoma Mountain Road. He was charged with aggravated malicious wounding. We are learning new information about a man who was hit and killed last week just north of Hazard on Highway 15. Deputies say 57-year-old Virgil Lee Johnson of Jackson was hit by two vehicles near the Perry County Ambulance Service. A deputy says Johnson was walking in the roadway across from the Arco gas station when a driver of a vehicle approached and swerved to attempt to miss Johnson but struck him. Deputies say another vehicle also came through and hit Johnson. The Floyd County Fiscal Court has announced the dates for when they will have community meetings to prepare for future disasters. From noon until 2 p.m. on February 18th, they will meet at the Eastern District Library. They will also meet the next day from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. at McDowell First Baptist Church. Officials say these meetings are designed to give residents a chance to share their experiences and ideas to plan for future flooding and emergencies in the county. The recent winter weather has increased the demand at food pantries through Pike County as utility bills rise and children have been out of school for days. Volunteers at Grace Community Kitchen say they served 450 meals last Thursday, but they say people are needing other things too.
Knowing especially that they may be going to a cold house or going to a home where they don't have any running water right now. We've seen an increase in people coming in and asking for showers. We do have a shower here, so we have seen an increase in that because people don't have water, don't have ability to shower.
Bailey says Grace Community Kitchen is accepting donations of not only food but bottled water. She says they are also seeking monetary donations which will help folks heat their homes. The winter weather has impacted daily routines for many families throughout the Commonwealth. And with folks being trapped inside their homes, health officials say some folks could be experiencing cabin fever. Officials say some symptoms could include irritability, restlessness, losing interest in daily activities, lack of motivation, and fatigue. One way to help is checking in on your loved ones.
The loneliness can really set in during this time, and I think it's important to keep in touch through messages, phone calls, video calling, and I think that's so important to keep in touch and keep connected because we need that social interaction so much, even when we're cooped up at home.
Officials say creating a routine inside your home can be helpful, and try doing things that keep your mind and body moving, like reading, cooking, yoga can help also. Numerous school districts across Kentucky are close to ending their second week with no in-person learning. The winter weather has left many roads too icy and unsafe for school buses. Many districts have used numerous non-traditional instruction days. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to school leaders and officials in state government on if lawmakers will be asked to step in again to modify the school calendars.
The recent snowfall has kept school buses parked and kids out of the classrooms for days in many districts. Thursday will be the 9th non-traditional instruction day in Knox County.
Nothing can replace that in-seat time with a student and with a teacher. And that just doesn't happen with NTI.
But districts like Knox have numerous rural roads that are still covered with a lot of ice and snow. NTI can be the difference in the school year ending in the month of May and not going into June.
I think as educators, I think that we all understand that NTI is just that temporary fix to where when students get back in the classroom, there can be some continuation of learning taking place without a huge gap.
I did some checking with various school districts around central and southern Kentucky. Lincoln County today used their 10th and final NTI day. Rockcastle County has used 9. Mercer and Pulaski counties have used 5 days, and Laurel County has used 6 days.
Next order of business.
Legislative leadership say there's been no formal request to increase NTI days or offer alternatives, but many lawmakers are against granting them.
Well, I'm only one person, but my response would be, let's keep it the way it is. And we're just going to do it the old school way and add time on to the end of the year.
She says not just learning, but kids in school often mean they're well fed and safe. Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
A spokesperson for the Kentucky Department of Education says they are monitoring the days missed and may consider asking lawmakers for more flexibility if those trends continue. House Bill 7 has passed through the House Transport Committee. The bill would allow the use of camera monitoring systems on school buses operated by a school district and allow the enforcement of a civil penalty for stop arm camera violations recorded by a camera monitoring system. The violation could be enforced by a law enforcement agency or a school resource officer. It will now head to the House floor. Hazard State Senator Brandon Smith has filed a bill designed to turn abandoned homes into affordable housing. Senate Bill 142 would create the Abandoned Home Pool Fund, an initiative that partners with nonprofit housing organizations to rehab abandoned residential properties and turn them into quality rental homes. Senator Brandon Smith says the bill is about giving people a fair shot in that this method is a solution that would uplift neighbors. Coming up, we'll take a look at some of those furry friends who will take part in Sunday's Super Puppy Bowl.
And I'll tell you that forecast if you are heading out to watch the Super Bowl games.